All right, everyone. Former Admiral McRaven has come out and said, well, the biggest threat to our democracy is Trump's attacks on the press. And I'm thinking to myself, this is wrong on so many levels. First and foremost, the dude's just a partisan. Can we just admit that he's got to stick up his ass about Trump for some reason? Maybe he got paid to say stupid shit. Firstly, I would think that a former admiral would know we are not, in fact, a democracy. We're a republic. That's actually an important differentiation. You see, the majority will doesn't always carry in a republic. You have representatives that hopefully, if you have a split enough government, hopefully common sense prevails. As we see, that's good in theory, but it doesn't always work. I think we need a more expansive constitution. All you got to do is constrain the functions of government more, and ultimately it doesn't really matter what kind of government you have as long as you have a well-armed populace that's reasonably intelligent. We have that. We could make do. We just simply need to make sure online communication is not censored. Then people can, of course, endorse who they like. But McRaven shows a fundamental misunderstanding of the situation. Trump is not attacking the press. Trump is attacking persons within the corporate media complex because they spew propaganda. What's wrong with that? The left does that all the time. They're like, hey, Fox is just right-wing propaganda. Bill O'Reilly's an asshat. You know, like when he was sucking George W. Bush off under his fucking desk every single day. You said, rightfully so, people who were self-proclaimed liberals are like, hey, he's a propagandist. He's just a mouthpiece of the administration. Absolutely. It's possible for people who make 7- and 8-figure salaries to be a bunch of hack lackeys for the government. It's also possible for them to be lackeys for people that aren't in a specific office. Like Trump's the big cheese because he's president. Don't you think it's possible that some of these people are simply Democratic partisans in everything but name and honestly have a stick up their ass about Trump keeping Clinton from being the person that was in the White House? Don't you think that's remotely possible? When we look at the leaked emails that suggest that the Clinton campaign was openly coordinating with MSNBC and CNN, that makes sense now, doesn't it? We had emails at the time from the WikiLeaks batches that the left up and down swore had been stolen. You shouldn't read them. They were stolen. They're edited selectively. All sorts of conspiracy theories, really, about the content. I remember when Donna Brazile came out and says, I'm not going to confirm or deny that they're real, but they're stolen. Yeah, okay, what is that fucking intent? Podesta came out and said that, oh, I'm not going to talk about stolen email content, but maybe they're not even real, so don't read them. Don't get too curious about these folks. The Clinton campaign, the MSNBC is sending them emails saying, oh, we're sorry that we ran this story and it was upsetting to Miss Clinton. We'll do better next time at restraining ourselves. So where's the investigative journalism? That's not, the free press is more expansive than a handful of corporations that happen to have a credentialed journalist that's able to sit in on a White House meeting. That's only part of the press, and it's the shittiest part. It's vestigial. These people were latecomers to the online world. They don't understand the way in which communication works now half the time. They're having problems fiscally. They're having problems with trustworthiness because people, I think by this point, understand, yeah, sometimes just because you saw it on TV doesn't mean it's true. You know, we used to warn one another, hey, don't believe anything you see on the boob tube. Now it's, hey, if you question CNN, you're like a conspiracy theorist. You must be, Russians have infiltrated your brain. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit. It's rubbish. It is bullshit. The worst thing is that people who are intelligent enough to know better become bitter partisans and they'll fight tooth and nail against you if you point this out. If you point out, hey, CNN is literally fake news. 10 years ago, the liberal would be like, yeah, I'm not really a fan of that. You know, maybe, like, oh, I watch Hardball or something. But by and large, like then it was like, hey, I want to watch Colbert or Jon Stewart or something. Listen to a Dawkins speech. Now it's like, oh, you know, basically trust CNN of all places. Trust MSNBC. Trust what you're told by these people. Otherwise, you're a malcontent fucking conspiracy theorist. Well, it's not the liberals that I knew and loved, like back when they were protesting the Iraq War. They used to fucking fling RT articles around. Now they think it's propaganda. Back then they were like, oh, you can't even trust anything in the U.S. media. They're all covering for Bush. Yeah, they were. That's the problem. Remember that one time that Obama ejected a journalist from the White House press pool for disrupting him? I think that happened on multiple occasions, and the rest of the people there clapped. If Trump were to do that to Acosta or anybody else, I don't think that they'd be clapping. I think that they'd be saying he was attacking the press. This admiral here doesn't even know that we're a republic. Or he could have said representative democracy. Okay, that would have been an acceptable answer too. We're not a direct democracy. And Trump is not a threat to it. The idea that making an insulting tweet damages the First Amendment doesn't make any sense. It's the exact opposite. He's actually using his free speech on Twitter when he's doing that. Believe it or not, yes, the president has the right to speak too. Of course, being taxpayer funded, although I think forsakes his presidential salary. I think he takes $1 and then like files the income anyway to be taxed. It's really weird. Trump is usually the sort of person who you'd think he's going to take every penny he can get. I mean, it is symbolic. It's not a huge sum of money. It's like, well, it is to you or I, but not to Donald Trump. But it's a good thing, at least in spirit. No, I don't think he's attacking our country at all. Look, our economy's roaring ahead. We're making some headway, at least, in making peace in Korea. I feel just fine about our republic. No, I feel that our republic is stronger now than it was a few years ago. I don't care if Trump says mean things on Twitter. I don't care if he makes up nicknames for his opponents. Bush used to do that for people that were his friends. Oh, you're a big guy. I'm going to call you big dude. And stupid shit like that. And Obama used to say, like, oh, this dude's a jackass. And everyone thought it was great. Oh, my God. Obama said jackass. Wow, what a cool president. Here's a picture of him with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth from 10 years ago. What a cool dude. He's just like us. Trump does it, of course, and he's attacking the press. He's an evil, despicable, despotic tyrant. No, he's not. Get over yourselves. That's about all. Peace out.